Welcome to the Oklahoma State Department of Education's presentation on online production and collaboration for PD on Your Plan. This segment of the PD on Your Plan technology series will cover online tools and apps for student use. This lesson was created by Dr. Lee Nelson of Norman Public Schools. This lesson is produced by Dr. Lisa Lohman. Collaboration is a required part of Oklahoma's academic standards. Before 8th grade, students are expected to collaborate with peers, experts, and others using telecommunications and collaborative tools to investigate curriculum-related problems, issues, and information, and to develop solutions or products for audiences inside and outside the classroom. Additionally, teachers in Oklahoma are expected to inspire student learning through collaboration in virtual environments. There are days that it is overwhelming to keep up with it all. So, how can we use technology to facilitate the power of peer collaboration and production? Technology, especially online tools and apps, can make student collaboration easier and more effective when structured well. How can the use of technology in the collaboration process improve student learning? We know that collaboration is a key skill to be successful in the 21st century, as it opens students' minds and helps them synthesize other thinking skills so that they can better gather, transform, and communicate information. The late researcher and professor of educational psychology, Roxana Marino, further stresses that when teachers engage students in collaborative activities, they're helping support students' need to feel accepted, thus helping motivate them to want to learn. Additionally, collaborative activities can positively impact students' empathy, tolerance for differences, feelings of acceptance, friendships, and self-concept. Digital productivity software has been integrated into lessons and assignments for many years. With the advent of Web 2.0, productivity tools and apps, the sharing and co-creation of documents and products has become an expectation in college and business settings. In this segment of PD on Your Plan, you will learn about strategies and a variety of the common online tools that you and your students can use. By the end of this segment, you should be able to describe 3 different tools that your students could use collaboratively and list 3 recommended strategies for facilitating collaboration. When people talk about productivity software, apps, or Web 2.0 tools, they're referring to programs that are used to create information products, which are meant to inform, persuade, or teach. These products can be essays, research papers, web pages, spreadsheets, graphs, charts, databases, slide presentations, videos, photo essays, tutorials, maps, podcasts, or concept maps and diagrams. 21st century standards and teaching strategies emphasize the importance of students not just being consumers of information and knowledge, but also producers or prosumers of information and knowledge. When students actively use information to create products using their own words and constructed meanings, they get more practice with concepts and are more likely to retain the information. Their personal reinterpretation and manipulation of ideas develops a richer and more elaborated mental network of relationships. And because they are creating products for other people to view and use, an intended audience, they must think about the content from other perspectives and points of view. As students create a product, they should be asking themselves, what am I trying to accomplish? Who is my target audience? Who would find this useful? Why is my product worth their time? Stop for a moment. We'll give you about 15 seconds to name some productivity tools that you like. While collaboration is not always a requirement of creating a product, being able to easily collaborate has several advantages. For large or complex tasks, collaboration can result in a much better product. When students work together to solve a problem and create a product, it can reduce the cognitive load for each individual, so each one can devote more cognitive processes to their specific task. More collaborators also means that there are more perspectives, more reviewers, and more editors. Each participant gets more feedback, different types of feedback, and more support from fellow collaborators. I see what you mean. That sentence is confusing, isn't it? This feedback process benefits both the mentor and the mentee. Collaboration is also a social activity which promotes belongingness, teamwork, social skills, and people management skills, which are the soft skills that employers want. You may have heard people talk about Web 2.0 and not have been exactly sure what they meant. Web 2.0 refers to creating, saving, and sharing work and documents on Internet servers called the cloud. Because work is saved on servers connected to the Internet and not on a specific computer at your house, office, or school, it can be accessed wherever you have Internet connectivity. It is easily shared with other people who have Internet connectivity, and you're able to access your work from different types of devices with different operating systems. If you have been using cloud-based products such as Google Drive and Google Docs for a while, then you understand the advantages. You know that you can access your work from office, from home, at a hotel, from your desktop, laptop, smartphone, or tablet. You don't have to worry about what version of software you have on each device because all you need is a browser and the Internet. You can access your work at any time as long as you have power and an Internet connection. If your printer cartridge is out of ink, it's not a big problem because you rarely print anything. You just access it and share it with others online. Different productivity apps have different features, but listed here are some functions that may be available. Keeping track of versions, allowing different levels of sharing access, changing from private to public, using chat, comments, notes to discuss, edit, and revise, inserting your own media, embedding media from hyperlinks, and getting alerts when changes are made. When planning a student assignment that involves production, consider the final product and how it will be used. Select an online tool or app that will most efficiently meet that goal. Some, but not all tools, have the ability to be used for all three types of production listed here. Individual production is standard web publishing, web pages, research papers, slide presentations, and ebooks. Production with audience interaction is the social web, blogs, YouTube, and tools like BlendSpace and VoiceThread, where the audience can comment on the production. Collaborative production has multiple authors creating a product together, such as a wiki. Many online tools allow all three levels of production and interactivity. A WordPress blog, Google Docs, and Prezi are a few examples. Earlier, we outlined the benefits of collaborative learning. Collaboration can be a wonderful thing, but we know that simply sharing or having multiple authors does not guarantee a better product. You have probably had a bad experience at some time with a group project. Consider the problems that can derail the collaborative process. First of all, the collaborative task must be something that really needs more than one person, which is referred to as positive interdependence. Individuals in the group must rely on each other to learn what they need to know and to complete a product. Match the group size to the complexity of the task, but be aware that groups of more than 5 students are difficult to manage and maintain. Generally, groups of 3 to 4 students are recommended. Second, for collaboration to be effective, the participants have to be in sync. When students do not have a shared understanding of the goals and objectives, the expectations and standards for quality, and the procedures or steps for collaboration, then the outcome may be much worse than individual work. Although students are working as a group, individual accountability is also very important, especially when students receive a grade for their collaborative work. Although most students are very motivated by peer expectations, there are usually a few who are not. Individual accountability reduces social loafing, sitting back and letting another person carry the load. If students are not experienced with collaboration, you may want to assign specific roles within their groups. Even with experienced collaborators, you may want to assign roles so that each student learns a new group skill. Group awards are also necessary for cohesive group processing. Have the individuals in the group learn from each other? A collaborative learning project should not just be individual work submitted in the same folder. Paul Curtis, Director of Development at New Tech Network, describes collaboration as being a part of a productive and efficient team that gets the job done. Curtis provides an outline for a group contract that will hold all team members accountable and also shares other tips to direct student collaboration. First, the teacher should teach collaboration skills by scaffolding experiences for students and modeling effective collaboration. Second, the teacher should provide benchmarks to hold students accountable. Next, teachers need to balance the individual and team tasks that the groups undertake. And finally, the teacher should value diversity, making sure the teams are gender balanced and contain students that represent a variety of perspectives and skill levels. In collaborative learning projects, you as the teacher act as a general manager who oversees and coordinates, but does little direct instruction. This requires you to provide a basic overall structure and some supporting scaffolds. Hard scaffolds are resources prepared in advance. Soft scaffolds are just-in-time assistance, usually a verbal explanation, prompt, or open-ended question, or a quick check for understanding. An essential question helps students keep their focus. Is it a big picture question that you can use as a prompt? Why is this content important? Open-ended questions and prompts. What is your goal? How do you know this is correct? What is your evidence? What is another way to think about or do this? For most complex collaborative projects, students will need to read, listen, or watch something to learn new information. Several Web 2.0 tools allow learners to annotate and discuss this information online and also inline, that is, right within or right next to the document itself. Subtext is an iPad app that lets you share, annotate, and discuss digital texts and ebooks with others. Annotate and Crocodoc are free tools that let you share, annotate, and discuss PDF files. With a Google account, you can upload and convert a PDF, MS Word, or text file to the Google Docs format, and then annotate, comment, and discuss, and chat about the text. There are a few online tools that let you share and discuss audio files, and more are being developed every day. SoundCloud allows you to upload audio files and discuss them with others. Using Videonaut.es, an individual or a group can annotate a YouTube video with synced notes. Padlet is a virtual bulletin board where users can post short comments, links, graphics, and videos. The board can be moderated and edited by the owner. Poplet Lite is a collaborative webbing and concept mapping app. Google Docs is probably the most well-known collaborative writing tool. Like the slide presentation app and the spreadsheet app, a Google document can have multiple people working on the same page simultaneously. All three of these tools can be used. Wikispaces Classroom is a well-established and popular wiki platform used by educators. Members of a wiki can collaboratively edit, embed media from the internet, and leave comments on pieces of text or entire pages. Google Sheets and Forms and Zoho spreadsheets can be used collaboratively for data collection, analysis, and presentation. The spreadsheet apps can be used to calculate and work with numbers, but they can also be used as a database to organize text information. With the Google Maps engine and My Maps, you can create your own custom maps. Multiple people can collaborate to add markers and notes to the maps. Google Slides is a presentation tool that allows multiple people to work on a slideshow at the same time or at different times. Authors and editors can leave sticky note comments and even chat about the presentation, and the revision history allows you to go back to a previous version if necessary. Prezi allows you to create non-linear presentations with multiple authors. ThingLink is a photo tagging tool that lets you add text, hyperlinks, embed audio and video clips, and invite others to add to your photo. With LucidPress desktop publishing app, multiple people can work on flyers, brochures, photo books, and ebooks. There are occasions where real-time synchronous collaboration is not possible or necessary, or when a large number of files need to be shared. Three popular cloud solutions are Google Drive, Box, and Dropbox. File and folder sharing options can be set for private, unlisted, or public, and these settings can be changed by the owner at any time. Consider the answer to this prompt. Have you previously used tools for collaboration? If so, which ones have been the most engaging for students? Which ones were too difficult for your students to use effectively? Which ones would you like to try? And what is holding you back? If your students are novices at collaboration, you can scaffold the process through the use of mini projects, which lead to more involved projects. Start with a low-risk task such as a movie, book, or game review, something where the content is familiar to the students. As students become proficient in collaborating, increase the content and production rigor. As their teacher, you should be sure to frequently check student progress and support their work with hard and soft scaffolds. Be sure to hold each individual accountable and provide rewards to the groups as appropriate. Hopefully, you have added some tools to your digital toolkit. For more information, see the transcript for this lesson. There is also a list of resources for this lesson on the lessons web page.